All right. Now that the truck's moved away, maybe we can have a conversation.
Maybe now.
Maybe now we can talk.
Oh, yeah.
But you will have to... You still have to turn.
I mean, I still got to turn top.
We have a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I did push the button. You know what that means?
It's time for the podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. So, I think this is 17. Don't quote me on it because I'm probably wrong.
It should be.
I think it's 17.
Yeah, I was 15.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I was there, but I don't remember.
So if y'all recognize this voice, that is Mr. Grayson Fielding.
Hey, welcome back.
My new buddy that I met in Panama. So, unfortunately, I had to drive 3.5 hours just to meet up with him.
I drove an hour and a half.
Yeah, but you're also an hour and a half to come see me.
And I'll be there Friday.
And I drove 3.5 to come see you.
Oh. We were coming to the same place. You just happened to have to drive Friday.
We were coming to the same place. And that is true.
Yeah.
100%. Where are we right now? Tell everybody where we're at.
We are at Loretta Lynn's Ranch right now, having a blast. And the last day of a great event that everybody should at least come to at least once.
Yeah. At least one time?
At least one time.
At least one time.
At least once.
So, did you have fun though?
I had a blast.
I wish this thing would sit in there better.
Remember when I told you?
It won't sit in that thing.
Remember I told you it was the first for everything? You're like breaking all my cherries on my firsts on things.
I don't know if we want to talk about it like that.
Oh, okay. It's still my first.
So, yeah, we lost your phone. The phone has disappeared. Hang on, people.
And we're back.
Technical difficulties. So, we'll just leave it like this. So, yeah, I'm Marcus. This is Phil. We are in the White Lightning Mobile Studio. Just sitting here on the last day of the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival here at Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. It's a mouthful.
It is. It's still a great place.
I've been telling people, so people ask what it is. I'm like, oh, it's TMMR. And they're like, what?
Well, yeah. It's easier to say TMMR than...
It's a lot easier to say TMMR.
Yeah.
So, it's been a good week. Unfortunately, you didn't get to come out till yesterday. I've been here since Wednesday.
I had to work.
Yeah.
I was on shift, man.
I've been on shift the past couple of days.
Yeah. This is...
No excuses.
I know.
So, shout out to Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Joey, your mother wants some grandbabies.
Joey, when you gonna give me some grandbabies?
So, Joey, you left us, and because you did, I decided to record an episode with Phil.
Sucker.
That's how it goes, man.
I even texted him on the way in and said, don't worry about showing up.
Yeah, don't worry about coming.
Don't worry about coming up.
So, there's been some beautiful motorcycles here, though.
Oh, definitely.
You have a favorite that you've seen?
Mine. Mine's my favorite all the time.
Yeah?
I do. The bike that White Lightning brought up, I do enjoy it a lot.
Which one?
Which one?
Are you talking about the Pan America? Or the Lowrider?
I like the Lowrider. You know,
like the Lowrider?
Gotta have it. It looks great, especially with the soft. I like the soft bags on there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, that Pan America, though, has been gaining some attention here at this
Everybody wants to come up, touch it, look at it, once you turn it on, everything.
Yeah, sit on it.
Oh,
I mean, people are just going ape over that. So, Harley Davidson here with their demo truck.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys from Harley Davidson were saying they're having problems keeping gas in the Pan America.
Yeah, that's the only thing you saw leaving.
Yeah,
Nobody else wanted to ride anything.
Ride
they would sit on other stuff, but they wanted to ride the Pan America.
Well, we brought our bike. Our bike's an in-store demo.
Right.
Unfortunately, we can't do demos here or anything like that. But there was so many people that saw us because we'd use it to run around the campgrounds and stuff if we needed to. So it was gaining a lot of attention, people coming by.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you have fun volunteering for White Lightning yesterday?
I always have fun. I like talking to strangers, so I've never met one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We know. So after this pod comes out, this podcast will come out after the big demo event and after my birthday.
Right.
So this will come out that Monday after.
Sweet.
So unfortunately, we can't talk about what we've done at the demo event.
Right.
But
if you're listening, well, it does come after. But
yeah, so I can't even sit there and go, "Hey, come to the demo event." Man, that demo event was a success, wasn't it?
It was a great success.
Great success.
Had a blast.
Great success. Okay, look, we got a creeper van rolling up. It's got a rough country sticker.
2 of them.
2 rough country stickers on the windshield of the creeper van.
It's got a first aid kit.
Yeah, that
Dustin,
is...
he sleeps in that. There's no way he does.
Okay, he's got to sleep in it.
There was shelving in it.
But the E350 4-wheel drive...
Oh, man, I love those. Where they'll turn those Econolines into a off-road vehicle and they'll go camping and stuff in them. Those things are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, this type of rally, it's completely different than what you saw at Thunder Beach.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it's entirely different types of motorcycles, entirely different clientele.
There's no big wheels.
No big wheels down here.
No big wheel baggers out here.
Lots and lots of shovel heads.
Lots
of shovel heads. So Sean's shovel head was getting some attention. We brought that one out here so people could see it.
That thing is really cool.
People tend to like it. But there's handfuls of new bikes. I mean, you had people that come out here that had new motorcycles. I mean, I'd say newer motorcycle.
Right.
It's a twin cam Road King. People have their bikes. People cruising through. So here we go. Old Flathead.
Man, it's just living life right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, so here's what's really neat about this event. So I've been down several times to Barber Motorsports Park for their Vintage Motorcycle Festival, and you see some old bikes cruising around. I see more of the older bikes cruising around here than I did at the Vintage Festival, though.
Well, the majority of these dudes rode in.
Yeah, I mean, but what's crazy is I haven't seen that many knuckleheads riding around. But I've seen flatheads, which, for all intents and purposes, pre-knuckle.
And they're riding them. There's a ton of them out here riding.
Yeah, they're riding.
They literally rode them here.
Yeah, well, they might have rode them here from their campsite. I don't know how far.
Well, I mean, you got to think a lot of these people are probably local too. I mean, yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere, but a lot of these people probably don't live far away.
Yeah, we are literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the only reason he can't upload this is because we have 0 cell service.
Yeah, I had to
stand on
upload
1
this.
foot.
I had to upload this episode later. Well, no, I could have gotten Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
It would have cost me some money though to get Wi-Fi service.
Was that for the whole weekend? Was that a day?
I think it's a day.
Oof.
Yeah. So the Wi-Fi is not cheap. So there's the Wi-Fi set up on the pole. You can see the hook up there. Look at this. We got one of the guys from Thunder Roads magazine walking.
It's not one of the guys. It is the Thunder.
Oh, it's the guy from Thunder Roads magazine.
Thunder Roads.
We got our podcast going right now.
Oh,
Say
cool.
hey to the world right now.
world.
Tell us who you are and what you do real quick.
I am Scott with Thunder Roads Magazine and Thunder Roads Magazine of Tennessee, and it's an event-based magazine, and you can pick it up all over the state, anywhere from Memphis to Mountain City.
Okay. So yeah, we're just talking about, I haven't seen that many knuckleheads. I mean, I've seen them on display, but I've seen a lot of flatheads and shovel heads rolling through.
Yeah, there have been a lot of flatheads.
Not a lot of guys are riding the knuckleheads, but that's what we were just talking about. The fact the flathead, for all intents and purposes, is an older engine than a knucklehead, but they're everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's this is a fun event. You do have some newer bikes. I mean, you got that guy across the way there. He's got that twin cam. Says a Heritage, but he's got Fat Boy wheels on it, so I'm not really 100% sure.
Yeah, Heritage fender and Fat Boy wheels.
Yeah, it's a unique build. Kind of go for that Cholo style.
I think that's a Fat Boy rear fender too. The fenders are a little bit different on the Heritage than the Fat Boy.
I don't know. It's kind of a definitely, I'd say, a piece together.
Yeah, Franken bike.
Yeah, it's a good looking bike though.
Oh yeah,
it's a good looking bike. I could do without the speakers on the crash bar.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
So, what was your favorite motorcycle out here, Scott?
That I saw?
Yeah.
It was actually a knucklehead. There was a guy, we had a bike show on Friday that we sponsored, and there was a guy that had I want to say it was a 47 knucklehead, but the paint job on it was phenomenal. He actually won his class, the antique class, and he won best paint, and he won best in show. So he won 3 plaques, excuse me, three trophies at our bike show, and that's probably the best looking bike I've seen out here.
Well, so the kicker for me in the BC Moto and the stables and everything was there was a kind of reddish color knuckle, had the 23-inch front wheel, 21-inch rear, kind of a board track style.
Right.
I mean, ultra small, like
Yeah.
a 3/4 of a gallon gas tank.
Right.
That was a really cool bike. I saw that machine. I was like, oh yeah, that's a gorgeous motorcycle.
Yeah, the builders that come out here to this show and go and build Dodge's BC Moto antique display, man, they're phenomenal builders and phenomenal bikes in there every year. And I've never seen, of course, they never bring the same one twice. So it truly is a builder's showcase.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been a fun event. I mean, there's a lot of people here. There's some people here that have come here the past couple years and stuff and have stated that this was the biggest year that they've seen it yet.
Oh, absolutely.
We experienced that same thing, though, when we were down in Panama. I mean, it was the biggest year
Right.
to date. And I think this event's just going to grow. I mean,
Yeah.
speaking with some of the people, you know, Kelly Inman from Fifth City,
Right.
Kerry with the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, Buck, those individuals. It's been fantastic all around. The hospitality's been great.
Oh yeah, the vibe here is spectacular. I mean, you got that laid-back Southern hospitality vibe just because it's Loretta Lynn's ranch, and it's that's what I love about this rally more than anything is it's just laid back. You know, it's not high stress and anxiety like some rallies can be sometimes. But you know, rallies are up all across the country because people are ready to get out. At Daytona, they had near 75th anniversary numbers. Myrtle Beach was the biggest it's been in many, many, many years. And Panama City, I heard, was the biggest ever.
Yeah.
And of course, this one is too. So, yeah, people are ready to go places.
Yeah. I'll be interested to definitely see where this goes in the future.
Yeah.
Where people step in, how they change things, how they do
Right.
things a little bit differently. I'd mentioned that the motor company came in this year themselves and did a lot. And, I mean, it was spectacular.
Yeah, it was. And I think they've already committed to doing a lot of improvements here at the ranch in conjunction with the ranch for not only for this event, but, you know, it helped the ranch with everything else they do, but predominantly their TMMR, Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, is going to do it for this event with the ranch. So they're already committed to improving the ranch a great deal. Over the years, you know, it's not all going to happen in 1 year, but over the years they'll be making improvements every year.
I tell you, one of the things I would have definitely liked to have seen, because, you know, we were having the flat track racing going on. I wouldn't mind seeing some motocross racing too.
Oh, at all.
Well, the problem with that is, and if you don't know this, you don't know, but that's the AMA National Championship track.
Right.
And nobody's allowed to ride it except during that week because they don't want anybody to have a hometown. You know, if you're a kid that lives 2 miles down the road, you can come over here and ride it every day.
Right.
So when guys come out here from California that have never seen the track, the guy that lives 2 miles down the road's got a huge advantage for the amateur national championship.
Okay.
And so they no hometown advantage. So the motocross track is strictly off limits.
Okay.
And that's the AMA rules.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Here comes that rough country van again. We're not sure about this creeper van that keeps cruising through.
He's got a shelf in it. I think he lives in there sometimes, or a lot of the time. I don't know yet.
I don't see a free candy sign. So.
Thank God.
Well, he's got that little red diamond though on the window.
Oh, speaking of bikes, did you see the guy that had the hand-painted bike and had the heat shields on his pipes? He told me he had every kind of file in existence, and he would drill a hole, and like he had a deck of cards. He had a diamond, a club, spade, and a heart. But the design, each cutout, like the hearts, was little hearts.
Yeah.
And he did it with a drill and a file. He drilled the holes to make the hearts, and then he filed out the hearts in the shape of a heart.
Holy crap.
Was unbelievable.
I didn't see that.
No idea how much time he
So,
spent.
did you see the Street Glide that was supposed to be painted like a whiskey barrel, had Jack Daniels logos on it and strapping and everything?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I did. That was
I went
pretty
up, I was making a joke with him. I went up and I said, "Man, how long did it take you to form the wood into that shape?" He started laughing
Had
and
to soak
everything. So, there's, I really enjoy older motorcycles. So, this rally was definitely something that was fun. Something different than I'm used to, too, because I am so used to going to the bigger rallies where you have different class of motorcycles and a different class of clientele. I mean, in Panama, a lot of people wear shirts. Here, a lot of people don't wear shirts.
Right.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was the guys that weren't wearing the shirts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, and they try to keep the women with their tops on here because we are in Loretta's front yard.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
So Miss Loretta's still over there in the house watching out the windows.
Yep, she is here. She is on site. I didn't get to see her drive by, but she is here and she is on site. So another thing that they had going on, they had it going on yesterday. I don't know if y'all got the chance to walk up there, but V-Twin Visionary was here.
Right.
They put on a show. V-Twin shows, the V-Twin Visionary shows are always a good deal.
They are.
It's always good to see
Well,
those
Jeff's
shows.
so well connected in the industry that he has a huge following, and it was a performance bagger show, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it?
Well,
so they
it
had
was part of it.
they had performance bagger class, but they had several different classes. I think they ended up having somewhere close to 10 trophies that they awarded out.
Right.
But they did have a bagger class. But what I thought was really cool when they made their announcements after the awards, because they had very specifically a bagger class. Next time, whether he's meaning his next V-Twin Visionary show, or whether he's meaning next time here at the ranch, he's going to split baggers into 3 classes. So he's going to have a shark nose class, a batwing class, and a road king class.
Yep.
Okay.
That got me super excited because I have in the works a performance bagger build, but it's a street glide. I've got some work done up against it, I've done some work to it, and I put it up against road glides that basically have the exact same build, and I've lost out to road glides.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, well, I know some people like road glides, but I mean, I think if you're being partial, if you're judging that, and you're being partial because it's a road glide, you might be going the wrong direction on your judging.
Yeah, and if you ride a road glide and you're partial to road glides, you're probably going to give them a little bit more if you're judging the bike show. Now our bike show is the one we had on Friday was the 3rd annual. We've had it every time they've had the rally. And it's a ride-in bike show, and it's just for fun, no entry fee, and real broad categories, real broad classes. We have cruiser, bagger, metric, antique, and one other that I can't recall off the top of my head. And then we have a best in show and a people's choice and a best paint. And so that was the 3rd annual one. And our classes are very, very broad because it's just a fun show. People that are here at the ranch or at the rally can just ride their bike up to our show and park it, get a number put on your headlight, and you're in the show. That's all there is to it.
So was antique, was that the biggest class?
Actually, yeah. Some of the builders bring their bikes to the show, and we try to put them kind of in the antique class because most of them are at least antique motors. Because if we put them in a cruiser class or the bagger or whatever class we put them in, there's a really good chance they're going to win.
Yeah.
So because those guys are just phenomenal. And, so we try to keep the other classes open for, like I said, people that are just here and have a really good looking bike and they want to come show it, show the world their bike, and maybe win a trophy.
Well, and that's one of the things that I heard mentioned at the V-Twin show. He was talking about the Softails. It's getting harder and harder to judge the new Softails because now you almost have a bagger class out of the Softails.
Right. Yeah.
Guys are running the FXRT style fairings, they're running the hard style bags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're going, okay, is it a bagger because it's set up more for touring?
Yep.
Or is it still your traditional Softail?
Right. And the older Softails and the newer Softails have a totally different look to them. I mean, but if you've got a Softail class, they're still competing against each other.
Yeah. Well, I think almost at that point in time, you start getting into a point where you have too many categories, but it's almost like you need to break up the Softails, or you need to do something different where you can have a performance class. So the guy that does build a Softail to go more towards that FXRT style or just that generalized FXR style and stuff, those types of things, they're not up competing against the guy with a $60,000 in a deluxe.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I said, we keep our categories really broad, so you'll see of course it's predominantly Harleys, but you do see some of the bikes with the big front fenders on them, and we put them in the same categories: baggers, cruisers. And we have actually had we've had some bottle top engine Indians in our show, the old bottle top heads, and we've had some newer Indians, and we've had some antique Indians. we had the first year we were up here, I never will forget it because we actually put the bike on the cover of the magazine. It was a 42 Indian military bike.
Yeah.
And quick story about that is Indian actually won the contract to build military bikes for the Army, but they were 1100s. So they were taking 18-year-old, 130-pound kids and putting them on an 1100 motorcycle, and they couldn't handle it. So Indian started putting sidecars on all the the Army started putting sidecars on all the 1100 bikes, and Harley started building the 750 WLAs.
Yeah.
Because the kids could handle them better.
Yeah, and I was explaining to someone the other day because I've seen a couple of the WLAs running through here.
Right.
And I was explaining to somebody, I was like, that's a 45 cubic inch. It's only a 750 cc motorcycle. They did it. I mean, the bike is physically about 2/3 the size of your regular motorcycles, but it's also lighter.
Right.
It's a lighter motorcycle and everything.
Yeah, and those big 1100 Indians were just kicking those, like I said, 130-pound farm kids. It was kicking their butts, man. So the Indian ended up with only 115 motorcycles that didn't have sidecars on them, and the one that was here was one of the 115. So it was even rare for a rare bike.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many Indians running around here. I've seen a couple. I mean, it was definitely Harley Davidson's weekend,
Right.
that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're talking in 2 years, 120 years of a continuous company.
Right.
So I feel that makes it a little bit easier to find a vintage motorcycle because you have every year since 1903. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against the Indian, but you do have to skip some years.
Yeah, you do.
And even then, their production numbers weren't at the same volume that Harley Davidson was.
I've got some friends of mine that have Indians, and a lot of them have got those shirts that say 1901 on them. And every time I see them wearing those shirts, I say, "You misspelled 2014." It's
Well,
kind of a joke I have with them. I love Indians too.
I've got a friend of mine that has one of the shirts since 1901, and I told him at one point in time I was going to make him a new T-shirt that had the breakdown, so it's gonna be like 1901 through like 1936, and then dash, and then skip again, and then skip again. And so, yeah, I mean, I think as Harley Davidson, we kind of have to rag on them a little bit.
And I've actually, because of the magazine, I'm friends with people with all kinds of bikes. But I went on a trip with the Indian Motorcycle Riders Group one time, and I was the only Harley in the bunch.
Yeah.
So of course I had to represent, but but they were ragging on me pretty hard the whole weekend, and it was all in good fun. I mean, there's not any bad intentions in any of it. It's just fun banter.
Well, did you look at them and tell them you'll stop at the 14 different Harley Davidson dealerships on the trip?
That's right.
So, I mean, honestly, I think that's one of the biggest sellers for Harley Davidson is their dealer network.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, because if you're having a problem, if you're in any major city in the United States, you have a Harley Davidson dealership, and even then, when you're not in a major city, a lot of times you have either smaller dealerships or you have the independent shops.
Yeah.
So, getting work done on your Harley Davidson is not
Never
as
a
difficult.
problem. Right.
So,
yeah, actually, a few years ago when Adam Sandoval with Scoop America wrote to every full-service Harley shop in the country, there were 697. I think a few of them have closed now, but there were 697 full-service Harley. That's not even counting alternate retail outlets. That was full-service shops.
Yeah.
Where they sell and service bikes.
Well, and even then, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, some of these shops that have closed, it's not been so much that they've closed, but it's been multiple dealerships that have consolidated, and some of them have even moved from a location to a new location that's bigger.
Right. Well, we had one here, Collierville, and they consolidated Collierville, which is just outside of Memphis. They consolidated it into the Memphis store.
Right.
They didn't go away. They just consolidated and condensed their business into one shop.
Yeah.
Which was just a few miles away, so that wasn't really a terrible thing.
Yeah, there's I mean through the years too though, there's been Harley Davidson dealerships come and go. Mm-hmm. I've got a T-shirt actually from a Harley Davidson dealership that has not been around since the early '80s.
Yeah.
So there used to be a Harley Davidson dealership in Rome, Georgia.
Yeah.
And I have one of the Harley Davidson T-shirts from the Rome, Georgia
That's
store.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few Harley shirts from dealerships that aren't around anymore.
Yeah, so at White Lightning, I mean, obviously we used to be Thunder Creek, so it's
Right.
not really necessarily that big of a deal. You're talking a couple years ago, we see people come in with Thunder Creek shirts. But long before Thunder Creek, it was still Harley Davidson.
You're right.
We have people coming to the store wearing still Harley Davidson T-shirts.
Yeah.
But one of our part-time parts associates is actually Joe Pate from Pate's Harley Davidson way back
Yeah.
in the day in
Yeah.
Chattanooga. So, and we'll give him a hard time too. It's like, hey, do you got any Pate's Harley shirts
Yeah.
laying around? I really would like to have one of those things. I don't think at that point in time there was much of a T-shirt company
No.
as they are now, though.
Right. Yep.
So, yeah, it's cool. I had someone tell me the other day that I was a little Harley biased. I was like, I'm not sure if you've listened to my podcast yet. If you think I'm a little Harley biased, I mean, I like Harleys, but
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that's on my podcast regularly, Lewis, unfortunately he couldn't make it out today. He's got 2 Kawasaki's, and trust me,
Yeah.
we'll go out and ride those all the time.
Right.
So,
Yep. Oh, I ride anything. You know, I own Harleys, and but I have owned. I don't think I've ever owned a Kawasaki, but I think I've owned all the rest of the major brands. Of course, I've always had a Harley. They've always been an extra bike. I've had a Harley
Yeah.
since I was 18. Within a few years, I didn't have one in between, but you know, you can't always have enough money to afford a Harley.
oh yeah.
Had to sell one to pay bills a couple of times, but I've ridden almost everything out. I mean, like we were talking about Indians, I've ridden every Indian they build except the Springfield, the Road King
Yeah.
bike. You know. With
Well, you know,
the windshield.
the upside with the Harley, I've had some people talk about the cost of ownership. I haven't really incurred any cost of ownership with my
No.
Street Glide.
Yeah.
But the upside is too, we're talking about a motorcycle. Was it more expensive than a lot of other brands? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. But the bike's 4 years old now. If I sold it, I'm only going to lose a couple $1,000.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm recouping most of my money
Right.
at the same time.
Right. You're absolutely
So,
right.
you know, sometimes you got to spend money to make money type deal.
Yep.
And it kind of becomes an is what it is type situation. Yeah, it looks like some of these vendors, they're decided to go ahead and pack it up for the day. We got some vendors that are still going to be staying around. I mean, I think the bars and stuff are still going to be open until 3 o'clock from what I understand.
Yep.
Yep.
And admission is free right now.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it's free on Sundays. Boy, I tell you what though, I walked down to the watering hole a few minutes ago. They had a party
It
down
was
there last
packed.
night.
Yes,
Yes, they did. It was packed this morning when we got here. They're all
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, well, did you see where they had the giant fire that they had going
Yeah.
last night? It's still
Yeah.
burning out in the middle of the
Yeah.
rocks.
Right. There was a guy got in my golf cart this morning to go somewhere, and he said when he pulled out on the road, there's a little lip, and he said empty whiskey bottles started falling out of the back of your golf cart. And I said, well, I don't know how they got in there.
Yeah, just keep that inside the gates. As long as you're inside the gates, everything's okay. Don't do it on 2 wheels though.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, we were in a golf cart, and the people drinking the whiskey weren't driving the golf cart.
Yeah.
I think we were standing on the back of the golf cart, standing, bouncing, and yelling. So
Trying to get it to do a wheelie or something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know where the empty whiskey bottles came from. I have no
You know
idea.
what? I'm shocked though. So I've seen a lot of golf carts down here, but I was so hoping to see a Harley Davidson golf cart down here.
There is one.
Was there one?
Yeah, gentleman. Well, I don't know who owns it now, but it used to belong to a guy named Brett Appleton, who used to own Appleton Harley Davidson.
Right.
And it's one of the 3 wheels with the tiller steer, and it's got a Harley motor on it, but it's got side pipes on it. It's got pipes that come out. From
Well,
under the,
so I did see a 3-wheel Easy Go running around.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is a Harley one. And it's like I said, it's got flames on the front of it. It's black with flames on it, and it's got a Harley logo on it. And it's got the Harley badge on the back of it, like the golf carts had.
Yeah.
But he put side pipes on it, and it sounds great for a golf cart. I mean, it's
Yeah, I would have
It's
liked to
really
have
cool.
seen that one. Yeah, the 3-wheeled Easy Go that I saw, it's had regular steering wheel system. It didn't have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
crazy arm
yeah.
system.
This one is still a tiller drive.
Yeah.
Just like driving an old outboard motor with a tiller on it.
Yeah. So that'd been super neat. I guess he didn't bother to cruise by here, or if he did, we were already shut down for the night.
Yeah, I saw it. I only saw him once. I'm not sure if he's even still here, but I saw him either Thursday or Friday. Because
Yeah.
I know the golf cart. I know the guy that built
Yeah.
it, so I recognized it, and Like I said, I don't know the gentleman that owns it now, but it is a cool golf cart.
Now, did you stay on site?
Yes, we did.
So that was the mistake we made. We did
Right.
not stay on site. We stayed in Centerville,
Center-
or
Centerville.
as the locals refer to it as Centerville.
Centerville.
That's probably how I would refer to it myself in
Right.
my native tongue is Centerville, which is about 30 miles away.
Yeah,
And there's nothing
yeah.
in Centerville. So Hickman County recently got liquor by the drink. So the Mexican restaurant in Centerville had margaritas, but outside of that,
Yeah.
you had nothing beyond
Well,
that
the
point.
cool thing about staying on site is the party never ends.
Yeah.
The watering hole is open and there's live music going down there. Up until about 3 o'clock.
So Sarah, the main girl that's been working the watering hole,
Uh-huh.
she's been working from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Well, if you knew how much money she made over the course of the week,
Oh, I'm
you
sure.
would imagine.
I'm sure, absolutely.
I mean, all the bartenders here
I'm
are
pretty sure
great.
she's going to sleep for like 4 days.
Oh,
though.
I'm sure. But all the bartenders here are the same girls that bartend at Sturgis and at Daytona and at Laconia and all the big bike rallies.
Yeah, we got some of my Panama bartenders that I'm used to. I've seen them down
Right.
here too.
Yeah. Yeah, they bartend at all the big rallies, and so they know what they're doing. They're great bartenders, and they're very good at it.
Yeah, it's I'm coming back. There's no question about that. I'm going to be coming back for this.
Yep, I've been here for all 3 years, and it just keeps getting bigger and better every year. And of course, obviously, this was the biggest one ever.
Yeah,
it was double plus the attendance they had in 19 the last time they had it, and they changed it from it was a fall rally. The first two were fall rallies. They did them first or second week of October, I don't recall, but they changed it. The COVID year that they didn't have it, 2020, they decided to make the change to have it in the spring because they were competing against too many other rallies that time of year.
Yeah, well, and I mean, when you're running the fall, you're talking, you have Sturgis late August, then you're rolling in. Myrtle Beach is somewhere around there.
Right.
I think sometime in September, if I'm not mistaken, 1st of October. But also first weekend of October, you had the Vintage Festival at the Barber Motorsports Museum.
Right.
And then you roll into Daytona, and I mean, Daytona ends, Panama starts immediately afterwards.
Yep. And that's when this one was. It was the weekend after Barber. Because, I mean, they have, 50, 60,000 people at Barber for the races. So they actually, it worked out well for them. They would go down and set up in front of 60 or 70,000 people and say, hey, if you still got time, we got a rally going on next weekend. And they got a lot of people from Barber up here. But
yeah, the one thing that I would like to have down here for myself would have been a little toy bike, whether it been a Grom or I think I probably would have had more fun with like a little pit bike or something like that.
I'm sure you saw me running around here on my mini bike all weekend.
Yeah.
That thing has it's not mine, it's actually a friend of mine's, but he lets me, he camped up on the hill and he lets me ride it all weekend. But he put a 6 horsepower motor in that thing. It came with a 3 horsepower motor.
Yeah.
It will fly. I mean, that little thing is, and it doesn't matter how big you are, it will fly no matter how big you are.
You almost need to have a mini bike category when you do your ride-in bike show.
Yeah.
There's so many of them running around.
Yep.
I mean, you got guys that are rolling. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
You got guys that are rolling around here. I mean, I think I saw a couple Cushmans, but you've got guys that are riding around. I mean, in the $500 farm store special, piece together machines and everything.
Yeah, that's what the one I've been riding is. It's one of the little farm store specials, but it's also got a 6 horsepower Harbor Freight motor on, and that thing will fly.
That's crazy. So we were talking the other day. There's a company. I don't know if you've ever seen them or not. But it's called Kicker 5150.
No, I'm not familiar with them.
And they make 2 different size bikes. They make I believe it's a 110, and then they make one that's a 250. But the 110 is essentially an automatic 110. You build the bike yourself. When you purchase the motorcycle, it comes with everything, like a basket case.
Yeah.
And you just put the whole thing together. But they're cool because they'll come. You order them whatever color you want. It comes pre-painted. Most people order them in flat black with the red wheels and the white wall tires.
Oh, really?
They have little bars on them. They're a little bit smaller than a WLA.
Oh, really? That's cool.
But then like the 110, it even has like the little suicide shift on it.
Yeah.
But you don't have a clutch.
Oh, okay.
But they're not very expensive. I was like, something like that would be pretty fun
yeah.
to have down here to ride around on.
Yeah, especially if it has suspension.
Yeah, well,
No kidding.
front suspension. I think they're hardtails, but I think you get a spring on the rear seat.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, well,
And
I think if you're doing it for running around here, I don't know how much the suspension's gonna.
Yeah, well, the little farm store mini bike, you know, air pressure is the suspension, and I'll just say, at the end of the weekend, you're done riding it.
Yeah,
you know, it gets a little harsh at the end of the weekend.
So me and my brother, we went out and picked up a older Honda, and I want to say it's a CB, but it could be Scrambler. So I guess it could be a CL. Is that what the Scramblers were?
I don't recall.
But it's like a little 175.
Oh,
and it's been needing some work.
Yeah.
I've been tinkering with it and everything. If we get that thing running, I put a little kind of more of the dirt track style tires on it. That'd be a good bike to bring out here and ride around too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and the flat track races out here were a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Man, they were a lot of fun. I know one guy won $4,800. He won several classes, and another guy won $2,200. So they're pretty good payout on them.
Yeah, well, White Lightning stepped up. They put in $500 for the Dash for the Cash race and everything.
Oh, really?
So they had the White Lightning Dash for the Cash, and that was pretty fun. I got to get out there with the microphone.
Oh, did you?
And of course, there was all those guys from the other dealerships sponsored by other shops that were on that track, and then say me standing right in front of them wearing that White Lightning shirt, and I'm sitting here going, I know y'all go to other places, but I got $500 for the winner right now. Just remember that. So that was pretty fun to do that. Bubba was standing right in front of me as I was making these comments. I was like, this is going to be a good time.
Yeah.
So that was a good race, though. So they had the race off right before the Dash for the Cash to figure out who number 6 was, and that was a top. But even then, the Dash for the Cash, you're talking, one of the guys ran into the hay bales trying to make a pass at the very end. So
yeah, the rules kind of go out the window when you put the money on the line.
If I wasn't afraid for the money to float away, I would have tossed it up in the air as a starting line. It would have been gone, though. They would have asked me where their money was. I've been like, y'all took off. It's on the track.
Dig it up.
So,
but yeah, the flat track racing is great.
Yeah, so we've got a it's not a flat track, it's your standard dirt track, oval, cars race on and stuff like that. They're trying to build it up, though, into doing some bike stuff.
Right.
Some of the hooligan guys came out there a couple weeks ago, and they had a race, and they're trying to do some things to get that track built up.
Yeah.
And I think they could. I think they could turn it definitely into something great.
Yeah.
I love the fact, though, that Harley's wanting to get back behind that and sponsor that.
Yeah.
I think that's I think it's a very bold move, but I think it's a very good move because it's getting back to that grassroots motorsports type deal.
Exactly. Yeah, and not to bash Harley, but when they tried to put the street motorcycles into flat track racing, that's when Indian was able to come up with the purpose-built motorcycle and really start putting hurt on them again. So
well, 100%, but depending on what your CC regulation is on that flat track race, now imagine that Pan America engine.
Oh yeah.
Now you're talking about something that's competitive. Especially if you have something that kind of competes right up against the FTR.
Yeah.
You're going to have two highly competitive motorcycles.
Absolutely.
And it's before my time, but it's going to take you straight back to the 70s when they were doing those types of things.
Yep.
So it'll be exciting to see what the future of flat track racing.
Rivalry. I want the rivalry back. I want the Indian versus Harley rivalry back. And they've been racing against each other, obviously, but
well, they're doing a good job with that right now with the King of the Baggers stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, big
yeah,
time.
they are.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
I think that has Harley's full support.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know there's some Indian bikes that are racing in the King of the Baggers. I don't know if there's an Indian team necessarily. I know Harley Davidson did have a team, a sponsored team.
Yeah, they did.
Which even at that point, they reached out to basically all the dealers saying if you wanted to build your own team, here's the rules and regulations and those types of things.
I think I may be mistaken, but I think I heard that Indian backs Roland Sam's team.
He very well might. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff.
Right.
Several years ago now, when Travis Pastrana did the Knievel Live stuff, he was riding the Indians that were built by Roland Sands.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and I know Kerry Hart now. He's got his Indian sponsorship. I think though, Indian has gone after some of these big names, but I think if they're not watching themselves too much, all of a sudden you're going to see some Harley guys that are popping up out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
And they're going to be going, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because I mean, Kyle Wyman there, he was the one that was riding the Harley Davidson's 131. That wasn't nothing to laugh at.
No, it wasn't.
And he was sneaking out of the back of the pack, and you've got some of these guys that, they ride, but I mean, you're talking Kyle Wyman's on these tracks.
Yeah.
There's 52 weeks in a year, and I'm pretty sure he's out there more weekends than that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's I'm glad to see that rivalry back, because I think all that rivalry does is help boost sales, whether you're an Indian fan or a Harley fan.
It does that, and it makes both motorcycles better. I mean, they're going to keep innovating, and the old win on Sunday, sell on Monday thing is going to come back, hopefully.
Yeah, well, with motorcycles, I don't think we're ever going to see that with cars.
No.
I mean, unless we see a Prius on the racetrack.
Right. Yeah, that kind of went away with the two-door Ford Taurus NASCAR, but
ever since they basically turned NASCARs into
race cars. Not stock cars.
No, it's a stock NASCAR chassis.
Yeah.
It's no longer a stock car.
Yeah.
So, it's racing in the car industry has got a different direction. I definitely think motorcycle racing is getting back a little bit more grassroots. I mean, you've got manufacturers, you've got metric manufacturers and everything that are getting to the point now where you can buy their race bikes.
Yeah.
If you want to start an independent race team, you can order a track ready race motorcycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, which is cool. So that's definitely something I want to see. Yeah, that's definitely I want to see something I want to see happen.
Yeah.
So the sun's starting to peek over the top of this trailer. We had some shade there for a few minutes, but we're starting to lose that as the day goes on.
Field's standing up, so he's full of shade.
Phil's got his full shade. Well, me and Phil gave a big shout out to Joey because we made sure Joey didn't come today so we could have a podcast without him. So,
have you talked about him?
Oh yeah, we've mentioned him. We told him as soon as we started it, we were like, Joey, when you go get me some grandbabies, Joey? So, yep. This is fun.
Absolutely.
Phil, you gonna come down and see me next weekend?
Yep, 100%.
We're gonna have fun for my birthday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Scott, you got to get down there.
I do. I will be in Sevierville next weekend for a Memorial Day ride.
Well, so in June, June 5th, we're having the Tennessee All-Female Riders big party. I mean, that's going to be an all-day party from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. I've got two different bands.
Oh, really?
That's going to be a huge all-day event for that.
Yeah.
But then also on June 26th, I'm going to be having luau at the shop.
Oh, really?
Our summer luau.
That's cool.
So that'll be definitely fun.
When is your event next weekend? You're having demo days, aren't you?
We're having demo days next weekend. Yeah, May 28th, May 29th, the Harley demo truck is going to be at the store. We're going to be having demos all days on that. So looks like they're hollering at me. I guess they're ready to pack up and head back to Chattanooga. That's a 3.5 hour drive, man.
That's me.
Yeah. You got a little bit shorter. Well, Scott, thank you for talking with us.
All right, man. Thank you.
Field, it's always a blessing.
It's fun as always.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thanks.
Hey, everybody. This is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.